like just letting our kids know, like letting our kids know, like like we still exist in that form of being able to discipline them, but not just discipline them, tell them why they're on punishment, why they can't have their phone, or why they can't go outside, or got to clean up, things like that. It helps them to get a sense of understanding, like a parent that could be there that's not there, they still have to listen. And at the same time, like I enforce, like it's not good to do this or do that, because if someone do this or do that to you, then like just trying to show my daughter what's right and what's wrong, because she a girl, but she real tough though. Like she not a pushover. So
Right.
I know she got a big part of me in her, and I just be always trying to tell her she can't keep slapping little boys. So um, she listened to me. It be times she shut down and don't want to listen, but I gotta understand that too, because I'm not there. But most of all, like I honor the relationship that I can have with my kids from in here.
Okay. So this question is for both of y'all. Um, and this is more towards, I know we talked a lot about our sons and stuff, because that it is real tough, like for a boy in his life than it is for a girl. So I know we done tapped in on a lot about the sons, but this question goes for the sons too. But it could go both ways. If you just have sons, if you just have daughters, it go both ways, because girls get caught up in situations just like boys do. Now, would y'all want y'all sons to be involved in what y'all involved in, like far as the gang life, and like how would y'all prevent that, like, of happening if y'all could?
So tech, right? I'm gonna say this, and I think in some ways I'm not gonna speak for Davo, but I think we share a lot because we had this conversation a few different times. So we share some of the same, overstandings, and he can break it down based on his level of perception of it. But so to clarify, I am a member of the Bloods organization or movement, but I am not a gang banger. I don't bang colors. I don't look at a person based on what they represent and just label them as an op or my enemy. I'm not associated in any negative elements of the gang banging culture. However, I am in prison and I stand 10 toes down. I'm not gonna let nobody run up on me. It's situations that happen in here where sometimes we gotta be, you know what I'm saying, like on that one way. But we're doing more to advocate peace and respect. If somebody of rolling 60s, for an example, they might have a problem with one of my, insane homies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's a him and him problem. That ain't a Crip and Blood problem. That's they go in that cell, they work their little frustration out and leave it right where they left it at. You know what I'm saying? We try to reduce any situations that can increase more and more situations outside of these walls, because Cuzzo done lost a lot of comrades, and I done lost a lot of comrades, and we tired of losing comrades, right? So to clarify that, we are not trying to turn our back on our peoples. We're trying to, lead from a different perspective of like, yo, when you come in these walls, pick up a book, get into some programs, you got a chance to hit them streets again. We don't. So that being said, you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure when you go back out there, take care of your kids. We instilling them to send them back out here to get a job, to get to do something productive. You draw, okay, you can put your art on some shirts. Here go this link that I got. You write books, we got books too. Get on this website, how your people do. You know what I'm saying? So, but we come from that cloth, we come from that street life, but it's not about who we are, more or less what we are, but what we stand for, the morals and principles that we abide by.
And
So
is
to
that
get back to
something
your
that you would
question.
teach us? Is that something you would teach our son?
Exactly, and that's what I was going to say. Get back to the point of the question. No, I would never allow my son or my daughters to be involved in any blooding or cripping or GDing or vice lord, not any of that, right? But I teach our son to stand up for himself, to protect himself. You know what I'm saying? You remember when Daquan was coming home talking all this cuz shit. You're like, we not doing that.
Right.
Take unbutton this shirt. We not on that type of time. If he came home talking this salute gang, same shit. Like we not on that type of time. We not doing that. because that's not how you was raised. You're not one of them type of kids. So no, I would never allow my son to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? If my son happened to be a part of that, then I will correct his dealings with it to make sure that he's doing it in a way that I can be able to guide him to not be caught up in anything that's going to lead him to an early grave or imprisonment. You get what I'm saying? We endangered species out here. We got more enemies than a little bit. And to have him as a target out here, repping some colors, no, we're not going to do that type of time. So, no, I would never allow my son to be a blood, a crip, or anything else. I would want my son to be just a strong black man.
Okay, and what about you, Dave Lowe?
So this is my perspective of it. Gang, as far as violence, you know, I done did that. Like, I got a lot of people that's dead behind that, like, and, you know, so do we all. Like, anybody who knew a gang member, 9 out of 10, they know somebody who's dead. So, my son, to be honest, when I was younger, and I first got put down in 1996, I couldn't wait to have a son because I was going to have my son a crib too. But as I got older and I went to the system and then I seen the things I went through, I would never wish this on my son. And I don't want him on this lifestyle. Wouldn't want my daughter on this lifestyle because it's just not right. Like, all we doing, you know, is doing the system a favor.
Right.
Whether it's making up money by our incarceration
right.
or killing each other. So, you know, to wrap that up, I don't think that it's best for no person to allow their child to participate in the gang nature.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
We're trying to correct the ones that's already doing it, though. That's the difference. We're not.
And that makes a big difference. That makes it make sense, like what y'all doing. That's why I appreciate what y'all doing, especially as black men in y'all situations. So I definitely appreciate it. This question is for both of y'all. We close to time, but we're gonna come back for another one. But when we come back, I want y'all to explain how do y'all think y'all children felt when y'all got locked up, when y'all got taken away from them? Even if y'all had kids that was here or wasn't here yet, speak for the ones that was here and found out y'all situation. Because I know, Dave Loke, you said your daughter wasn't born yet, but you had a son. And I know Tech, we have 4 children. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, we have an older daughter that was present around the time you got incarcerated. So I want y'all to explain, like, what that looked like so our viewers can have an eye on it also, looking in. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Do y'all have anything to say to close off this one before we go to the next one? Or do y'all want to share out where to follow y'all?
Yeah, to close off this one, like, you know, like you said, like, he what he is, not what I am, and we're not using it to recruit in no way. Like, we using it for our influence to say, like, hey, this is something that y'all don't want to have to go through, because to go through this, it comes with a lot of agony and a lot of loss there to keep you from your children if you got children and your loved ones.
At some point, it got to stop. And they got to start somewhere.
Furthermore, man, you know, we're trying to change the elements of what we already are, not create more situations. So, like, I'm not actively recruiting to the Bloods. My books are closed, but those who are a part of what I am, I'm encouraging them to be better men, to go out here in society so that they can, you know what I'm saying, be a change and a beacon of hope. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Okay. Come back for part 3.